Are you a business owner that's really stressed out? Hi there, and welcome back to Ask Dr. Saira, the show where I answer your questions about personal growth, mental health, and relationships. Today's question comes from James. James says, I'm a small business owner and have so many demands on me. How can I reduce my stress level? I'm a small business owner and have so many demands on me. How can I reduce my stress level? I can relate, my friend. We have recently opened up our brick and mortar location, our first brick and mortar location of Dragonfly Wellness Center in Salmon Arm, BC, in Canada. And yeah, there's a lot of demands on small business owners, especially if you have that entrepreneurial spirit and you're always thinking about your business and how to grow your business and what to do with your business. And then there's all the little pieces that come in, and it can be very stressful, can be really fulfilling, but it can also be very stressful. And so how do you reduce your stress levels? So because I've kind of been living this for the last few months, I have some there's some strategies I've had to use. And these are things that I teach to my clients as well, to just not be that stressed out business owner, especially like we run a wellness center. Nobody wants to come in there and see stressed out staff, right? It's like being relaxed is really important in my line of work. So no one wants a stressed out therapist, right? So these are some of the tried and true things. You can find more in the research about it, but it's things that like personally have really worked for me as well. So this is them. So three things that I would talk about. So first is looking at your calendar. Second is looking at your people. And finally is looking at your body. So calendar, people, body. So let's start with the calendar. It was time for me to revisit my calendar and actually see where I might have been overscheduling. And that's something I would encourage you to do, is to just take a look with fresh eyes at your calendar, in your obligations and your commitments. And I would encourage you to actually just put everything on there. So, even things like, a coffee with a banker, that whatever, just to build relationship, or so it's work related, but it's kind of social and personal as well. So just just dump it all on your calendar and look at what a week looks like. And then figure out where you're going to build in some fun and some rest. And if you don't have space for fun and rest, and I don't mean rest like end of the day zombie TV watching rest. I don't mean that kind of rest. I mean like actually having an afternoon where you're just, doing whatever you feel is restful to you. That could be, for me, that's reading a book on my balcony, or gardening, or talking to friends, over a coffee. That would be rest for me. For you, it'll be different things. So, but is that scheduled in? Right? Is downtime actually scheduled in? Because if you don't block it, you won't get it as a small business owner, because you could be working on your business every day, 7 days a week, every waking hour, right? There's this joke, I saw this meme somewhere, like, who works, entrepreneurs, and then it's like entrepreneurs on the top, and then it says people who work 80 hours for themselves so they don't have to work 40 hours for somebody else, right? Working 80 hours a week so I don't have to have a boss, which is not the reason we, become business owners. I mean, for some of us, they don't want a boss, fine. But there is some truth to that, right? As a small business owner, you're going to be hustling sometimes. So you'll have to actually carve out space in your calendar that's for rest and for fun. Okay, so for fun, for me, would be like the coffee with friends. For me, that's fun. The rest for me would be gardening, or reading. I know gardening doesn't sound like rest, but for me, it's like so meditative and therapeutic. And you got to build it in. You got to block time. So that would be the first thing. The second thing is your people. So are there some things on your plate that you could actually delegate, that don't require you specifically to be doing them, thinking about them, following up on them? Are there some tasks that you could just hand over to someone else? Now, I do know that means it might not be done in your way. It might not be done to your standard, but we have to be willing to let go of a little bit of control and let the people around us help us. So ask for help. And that could be people who are associated with your business. That could be family and friends. Look at all of kind of the to-dos, and are there some things that you could ask for help about or delegate? So important. Don't try to do this alone. We live in what I call the culture of busyness. And so people actually pride themselves on how busy they are. And so kind of doing a check-in, like, am I just priding myself on being super busy? And we also live in what I call, there's the myth of the lone wolf. So this idea that I have to do it alone, or somehow I can't take credit for it, or it's not valuable. Bullshit. I'm calling bullshit. No, it's a wolf pack. We're mammals. We need our social environment. We need our groups. And we work as groups. So enlisting the pack, the wolf pack, would be really important. The third thing is the body. Are you getting enough sleep, quality sleep? Are you moving regularly and getting your heart pumping? Those sleep and exercise are so important for stress levels overall. Just having that consistent body care of sleep and exercise. And then the other piece around it for stress, to reduce stress levels, is actually meditation. So people who regularly meditate have lower baseline stress levels than people who don't. It's just a fact. So learning to meditate, and you don't have to like sit on a mountain for an hour. That's not what I'm asking you to do, right? Just even 5 minutes of silence and breathing, or listening to, a meditation, a guided meditation. There's actually a guided meditation or two on this YouTube channel on Ask Dr. Saira. So you can check out the meditation here, more to come. You could Google it. There's thousands and thousands of meditations that you could find online for free, and start if you needed something guided, or you could just have, set a timer for 3 or 4 minutes of silence and start there. It's been a game changer, regular meditation, to my stress levels and to those who I'm coaching and I'm working with. So I would highly, highly recommend that. So to summarize, make sure you're not overscheduling and that you're building in time for fun and rest. Delegate. Don't try to do it all alone. And then look after your body and your mind with meditation. So hopefully that's helpful, and using some of those ideas might help lower your stress. This isn't therapy. It's not like medical advice, but it's hopefully some tips and tricks that might be helpful for you. If you know someone in your world who is stressed, maybe they're a small business owner, maybe they're not, feel free to pass along this video. Look around, as I said, at our channel, Dragonfly Wellness TV, and like and subscribe. See you next time. Bye.